Good evening, Internet. We here at the round table are bringing you N3TK. News nerds need to know. We want you to know that this broadcast is going to be serious, and we're totally not going to do anything goofy and screw up. Now, enjoy.
Hey, what's up?
Stand back, Carl!
Mike here with apparently Dustin, and he's kind of ruined it for me, but whatever, let's just go with it. I'm going to bring you some game news. Rockstar has postponed the heist missions for GTA Online, which sucks because me and Wayne both play it on the PlayStation 3 because PlayStation 3 is great. So Dumb Onion, I'm getting told through my headset it's Dumb Onion. So Dumb Onion and myself play it online on the PlayStation 3. But anyway, they postponed the heist missions, which sucks, but it's going to be released sometime summer, so hopefully they get it right. Your top 5 selling games in May were Minecraft, Wolfenstein: The New Order, MLB 14, frickin' Mario Kart 8, which I'm shocked it was at number 2, and the number 1 selling game was Watch Dogs. Watch Dogs was a little overhyped. It's still a good game, but I thought Mario Kart 8 would have beat it out. In news to make Terry very angry because he's an Xbox fanboy, the PlayStation 4 is your top-selling console for the 5th month in a row. So Terry and all you Xbox fanboys, you need to get back on the bandwagon with the 4 and buy it. And a little news coming from YouTube, which is the little thing we guys like to do here. Please like us and subscribe us because this is what I want to happen. YouTube sensation PewDiePie has made $4 million off of ad revenue off of his YouTube channel last year with 27 million subscribers. We want that YouTube money. Please, please subscribe to us, like us, and click on these little ads you see so we can get paid.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Trying to keep this on a serious note. Bite the dust here. I'm messing with this little microphone. Give me a sec. Can you hear me? Okay. Bringing you some TV. Well, it's TV news, but it's going to be on Netflix. It's Marvel TV news. Joining the cast of Charlie Cox as Daredevil, which I don't know much about him. As I said in a previous video, I'm glad because I don't want to know anything about him. I want to see this guy as Daredevil, and I want that to be my first opinion. But joining him and joining Vincent D'Onofrio as the kingpin of crime, who, little fact, if you remember that little ditty back in the 80s called Adventures in Babysitting, Vincent D'Onofrio playing Thor. YouTube that, and then click on an ad so that we can get some money. And joining them on the Daredevil show on Netflix, Rosario Dawson. Right? Is that right, guys?
Yes.
That's it, Rosario Dawson. I'm just making sure, because I want to give you guys the right information. She's joining. She doesn't have a name or character. She's just known as female lead. Thank you. But if you remember, she's no slouch in comic book movies either. She nailed it in Sin City. She was pretty cool in that. She's been in all kind of awesome movies like Clerks 2. I was about to mention that. She was pretty cool in that. She was in The Rundown. I love The Rundown. The Rock, Sean William Scott, Little Lightning, Little Thunder. You can YouTube that too if you don't know what I'm talking about. Again, please click an ad. But she's gonna be joining. That's cool. To be honest, I like her. I think she'll be an awesome introduction into it. Aside from looking for Mr. Cox as Daredevil, I'm really interested to see Vincent partake on the Kingpin. Of course, the late Michael Clark Duncan was the Kingpin in the movie. I thought he did great because that, you know, even though he was black and the Kingpin's supposed to be white, I mean, the dude was the size of the Kingpin. I thought he was intimidating. I thought he did a good job. His voice was deep. Like, you were afraid of this guy. So I'm really curious to see how they do that in the TV show. So that's probably the biggest part I'm looking at. Also, I'm really wondering who Miss Dawson is supposed to play. Because, like I said, they didn't give a character name. But I'm sure we'll find out. It'll be cool. And I think we'll go to the next person with some news. Also, please click an ad. I don't know if you've gotten that. But it would help us out so much. Peace out.
What up, Internet? Pride here, bringing you some comic book news. It's that time of the year again where all the big issues are starting to have their trades come out. And this week I'm bringing you what's up with Marvel. First off, Uncanny Avengers comes out soon, number 24. Havoc and company get their asses handed to them by Sinister. It's going to be a pretty good arc. Looking forward to that. Also, Magneto 7 and 8 come out in September. Magneto finds out that Red Skull has basically been kidnapping mutants from all around the world and brainwashing them, turning them into the hyper mutants. And it's Magneto going rage mode all over a bunch of mind-controlled friends of his, and it just sounds amazing. Loki, Agent of Asgard. Loki finally finds out who's the one who's messing with him, and we're going to have the brawl of the century, Loki one-on-one with Doctor Doom. Really looking forward to how that's going to go down. Edge of the Spider-Verse, I mentioned it in a previous video. I'll mention it again because it finally came out. 1, 2, and 3 came out. The Iron Man Spider-Man, Gwen Stacy Spider-Man, and the 1930s Noir Spider-Man. Those are out. We're getting the next 2 issues later this month, and that's going to basically lead to the conclusion of Edge of the Spider-Verse, which also ties into the Sensational Spider-Man, which, if you're reading, why do you hate yourself? It's garbage. It's horrible. It's terrible. But the bright side out of all of that is, yes, I'm a masochist. We're finally kind of seeing what's going on with this. So we have the Reaver going through multiple dimensions, killing off different spiders throughout the different universes. I think finally what they're going to just do is they've realized that Sensational Spider-Man was such garbage, they're just going to kill him off, this universe's Spider-Man, and replace him with a previous universe Spider-Man. Here's hoping. Some of the titles I really like to mention that I really haven't been able to pick up yet. The new Sensational Foes of Spider-Man, which if you're not reading, you're wrong. Amazing Spider-Man, which is the reboot of the Spider-Man universe, which again, if you're not reading, why do you hate yourself? Captain America, the new Captain America was pretty good. Red Skull's plans are finally come to friction, and Zola unleashes the hyper mutants on New York. Should check it out if you're a Captain America fan, and if you've watched Winter Soldier, there might be a few callbacks in that comic book that you're going to be like, oh, hey, that's cool. So that's kind of it for Marvel comic book news this week. Next week I'm going to bring you some stuff with DC, so you guys have a good night.
Welcome to the revelation. Liberate yourself. It's now or never. What's up, Internet? This is Mop or Jakaya. I'm probably going to have Wayne change that down there. Jakaya. So yeah, if you remember last month I talked about Cold Rain releasing their album here in the United States. It's due out on the 24th, but it's available as a pre-order, which started on the 17th. I already got it. It's right here in my hands. Got the shirt too. I'm rocking this shit. Anyways, some things I want to confirm about the album that I just threw to the floor like an idiot. Mike's over there laughing. Anyways, some things I want to confirm about the album, that it is 12 tracks as opposed to the 10 that Japan got. The 12 tracks, it's 7 from the Japan album plus 5 from the EP that they just released in Japan last week. Why they didn't give us all 6 off of the EP, I have no idea, but I'll take what I get. I'm glad I got the album. I'm glad I got the shirt. I'm rocking this shit, you know. Anyways, so yeah, it's still available for pre-order until the 24th when it's actually out on sale. So order that shit. I recommend it. But if you don't want to give Hopeless Records the money, if you don't want to give Cold Rain the money, you can actually go to the Revolver Mag website and stream the entire album for free. They're streaming it via YouTube. Because if you try to go to the actual YouTube site and look for it, you'll never find that shit. Go to the Revolver Mag website. I'll have the link down there too. So yeah, check it out. In other news, I'm sure a couple of you nerds out there, maybe a whole lot of you nerds out there that are watching this have played the Resident Evil games and or have seen the Resident Evil movies. But what you might not know is that the director of said movies, Paul W.S. Anderson, is talking about penning the first draft of Resident Evil 6, which he claims is going to be the final movie, titled Resident Evil: The Final Chapter. Do we really think this is going to be the final one? Hasn't he done enough already? I thought he did enough with the 4th one, then he did a 5th one. Now he's talking about doing a 6th one, and it's only in the first draft. That's all he's penned so far, is just the first draft.
But he's pinning it with 3D in mind, meaning it's going to be released in IMAX. Because we all like to see zombies eating people alive in 3D and getting shot up in 3D, don't we?
What up, Internet? Remember, hit that like button, subscribe on the YouTubes.
And also hit that like button on Facebook. You know, the one that looks like this.
Don't forget to follow us on Instagram.
Also follow us on Twitter.
And please click on the ad to give us money. We're poor.